Hello, Incredible One. Darnyelle A. Jervey here with you for Incredible Factor TV. Now, if you ask me, this is the place you must be if you want to learn how to grow your business, period. Now, this is the last week of the month, and I just lost my train of thought. That's what I get? Okay.
I have no thoughts.
And I have no thoughts. Hello, Incredible One. Darnyelle A. Jervey here. So excited to welcome you to Incredible Factor TV. Now, if you ask me, this is the place you must be to learn how to grow your business, period. It's the last week of the month, and you know what that means. That means my creative director, Blake, gets to ask me any question he wants about anything, and I have to answer it. I don't know what he's got for me, but he already told me that he's got something good for me today. So, Blake.
Okay, normally I love the relationship questions, it's the real life stuff, right? So this is kind of like a real life and business. I kind of want to combine it, right?
Okay.
And one of I think the greatest questions you can ask somebody is, tell me what has been your greatest mistake and why?
Ooh, in business or in life or period?
Life.
Oh, wow. Oof.
It can be business too. I mean,
okay.
Maybe they intertwine.
Greatest mistake. Oh.
Let's go life first. I love that.
Greatest mistake in life. You know, my greatest mistake in life. Wow, this is tough. I'm stumped. My greatest mistake in life.
Definitely meaning like it was a mistake, but you definitely grew so much from it.
Yeah, so I would say, you know what, my greatest mistake in life was a relationship, my first engagement relationship. And what was the mistake is that our relationship was over 2 years before it ended. I stayed because I told myself, convinced myself, made myself believe that he owed me something and that I was going to get this tremendous reward by staying with this man. So young, naive, I made a mistake, right? And how have I grown from the mistake? Is that the second part of the question?
Yes.
And how have I grown from that mistake? Well, I think I went all the way to the left. So once that was over, I kind of put my head down and focused on myself and focused on being successful. Being successful in career, in business is something that has always found me. I have stumbled, of course, along the way, but it's always found me. And, but when I finally lifted my head up, and it was actually as a result of a really good girlfriend, and started thinking about relationships again, I made the decision that I was going to think about myself first. And that might sound crazy. You're in a relationship. How can you be selfish? But I was going to make sure that I was getting what I need, because I'm a 110%er, right? I'm very loyal. I'm the girl who rides with you until the wheels fall off. That's who I am. But what I had done in the past is I would be willing to give up my happiness, or I would stay quiet for the sake of keeping the peace or keeping the man, because I didn't want to be alone, right? So I think the biggest thing is realizing that I bring something powerful to the table and that I'm so worth it. I'm worth a man who understands that value, embraces that value, and wants to do everything to protect the ability to have access to that value. And I'm grateful to say that today that is what I have, which is pretty awesome. So in business, the biggest mistake that I made, it was early on. I believed the hype. I made an investment to partner with someone, and I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't investigate and make sure that they were legit and they knew what they were doing, and that it was going to be a good partnership. So it's similar to a regular relationship, right? You don't meet a guy at the bar and then the next morning you're at the Justice of the Peace committing your lives to each other in general. I mean, if you've had too much to drink, that could happen. That's never happened to me. So similarly in business, you would think, the same thing, but I found myself, not checking out and not going through the paces of making sure that I would be protecting my brand. And this was before I think I even realized. It was very early. It was in the first year and a half-ish of the business. I don't even know if I knew that I had a brand, or maybe I was still trying to figure out my brand because I was Lenny who had plenty. I was, serving everybody however I could serve them just so that I could pay my bills instead of really getting clear about what it is that I brought to the table. And that mistake, it was a setback. Again, it was early, so it was probably before many of you even knew who I was. So you didn't know anything was going on. But at the time, I did lose potential clients because of the association. And so how have I kind of made up for that? I think today I'm really gun shy about partnership. I do a lot of investigation. I do a lot of trying the spirit by the spirit before I will enter a collaboration. Just because I think that there's a lot of noise out there and there's a lot of people who can make it look as if they are operating in integrity and they are, they've got it going on and they know what they're talking about and all of that good stuff, when really they aren't. And maybe they've just gotten you hooked on a feeling or an emotion, which is why it's challenging in business to make decisions based on emotion. You really have to be, level-headed and think it through. So, am I done making mistakes? Probably not. I really see mistakes or failures as feedback. I see them as a way to improve myself or improve a process. And I know that, success is never final, and you're either winning or you're learning. And so I'm always looking to be learning even when I'm winning. So that was a stumper question. And yeah, so now we want to hear from you. What's your 2 cents? Like, what do you think about my mistakes? No, I don't want to know what you think about my mistakes, but what are some of the big mistakes that you've made in your life or in your business? And how did you rebound from that mistake? Or how did you turn that mistake into a moniker for your mission so that you could actually achieve something great as a result of the things that you've gone through? I can't wait to hear what you have to say. So if you enjoyed this episode, do me a favor and subscribe. You can do so right now by hitting the subscribe key. Then go ahead, share it on social media. Let your friends, fans, and followers know that you are a fan of Incredible Factor TV. And know that, making a mistake is not the end of the world. If the mistake doesn't take you out, you have an opportunity to rebound and recover from it. And more importantly, use that mistake to help somebody else avoid it in the future. This has been Darnyelle A. Jervey from Incredible Factor TV, saying be better, be stronger, and more than anything, be incredible. See you next time.